first here, WeWork founder reinvents himself with $70 million crypto carbon credit platform. Adam Neumann, who was ousted as WeWork's CEO 3 years ago, has raised $70 million in the first major funding round for his climate tech venture FlowCarbon. The project's aim is to make carbon trading more accessible by putting carbon credits on the blockchain. Neumann is an Israeli-American businessman and investor who shot to fame for his role in founding co-working space provider WeWork in 2010. However, it all came crashing down in 2019 when the company attempted to go public. The company went from being privately valued at $47 billion in August of 2019 to talk of filing for bankruptcy just 6 weeks after, with Neumann pressured to step down as CEO. Neumann and his wife Rebecca are listed as co-founders of FlowCarbon, along with CEO Dana Gibber and Chief Operating Officer Carolyn Klatt. Eileen Stern, another co-founder of FlowCarbon, heads up Neumann's own family office. According to FlowCarbon, their recent funding round included $32 million from Mark Andreessen and Ben Horowitz of Andreessen Horowitz, as well as other investors like General Catalyst and Samsung Next. In addition, $38 million was raised through a token sale for their first carbon-backed token, the Goddess Nature Token. Carbon trading is a system in which businesses can offset their carbon emissions by purchasing credits from projects that reduce greenhouse gases. This market-based approach is designed to incentivize businesses to reduce their emissions in order to help mitigate climate change. FlowCarbon believes that the current voluntary carbon market is inefficient, opaque, and inaccessible, with brokers and consultants charging high fees, many deals conducted behind closed doors, and inconsistent pricing for carbon credits. There are other projects similar to FlowCarbon that are aimed at facilitating the buying and selling of tokenized carbon credits. These include Toucan Protocol, Just Carbon, and Liquidity. Ariana Simpson, general partner at A16Z, said that blockchain technology could be of great benefit to this area of the voluntary carbon market. Up next here, NFT custody is the missing piece for mainstream adoption, says Veritech CEO. On the fourth day of the World Economic Forum, there were presentations on non-fungible tokens. The speakers shared their views on use cases and adoption. At Blockchain Hub Davos, Veritech CEO Stefan Holzer and Seal Storage Technology CEO Alex Altman spoke about the importance of NFTs, their role in society, and how the community can attract the mainstream to use the technology. In his lecture, Holzer argued that making access to NFTs simpler may push mainstream adoption forward. According to the Veritech CEO, minting in more secure environments and NFT custody are missing pieces to mainstream adoption. He explained that they want to enable the next billion and that this needs NFT custody. He also believes that NFTs can be bigger than cryptocurrency itself. Holzer believes that if people are given a more familiar interface and don't have to set up their own wallets, it could change the game for the entire market. Alex Altman, CEO of Seal Storage Technology, spoke about NFT use cases and how they can improve the current state of affairs in real estate and gaming. He gave various examples of how NFTs can be used to create more efficient and secure systems. He said that an NFT could be used for a deed to a house as long as the asset is stored correctly. He added that an NFT's uniqueness would make it easy to transfer. Altman also expressed that many people dedicate a lot of time and effort into playing games and developing their characters, only for it all to go to waste when they leave the game and all their assets are gone. With NFTs, people can have something to show for their efforts by creating a real-world representation of their game assets that can be transferred and monetized. In a panel discussion on equality, Nicola Mendelsohn mentioned that the creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto, could be a woman. Cointelegraph editor-in-chief Christina Lucrezia Corner shared her belief that Bitcoin's creator is a group of people rather than just one person. When asked about the future of Web3, Gavin Wood, founder of Polkadot, was adamant that it would continue to grow and evolve. He went on to explain that it wasn't just finance that was being decentralized, but various other industries as well. Web2, he said, couldn't provide the same level of service that Web3 can. Interesting take on Bitcoin being founded by or created by a group of people. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Up next here, Coinbase announced international expansion of travel rule universal solution technology. Coinbase has announced the expansion of Travel Rule Universal Solution Technology, or TRUST. This consortium of leading crypto firms is designed to comply with the FATF travel rule. According to the official blog, TRUST has gone live in Canada and Singapore. He is currently eyeing other global jurisdictions, including Europe. The entity strives to provide its compliance services to virtual asset providers around the world, including its security safeguards, Coinbase said. Trust has now added several global platforms to its members, growing the number to 36. The coalition has added Amber Group, Anchorage, Libra, Binance US, Bitflyer, Bittrex, BlockFi, BlockPal, Cake DeFi, Circle, CoinHacko, CoinSmart, CoinSquare, Crypto.com, Custodia, Netcoins, Nexo, Paxos, Robinhood, SFox, ShakePay, among others, in addition to the original Coinbase, BitGo, Gemini, Kraken, and Fidelity. The latest development comes after calls from G7 finance ministers and central bank governors for the rapid implementation of the FATF travel rule, with stricter disclosure and reporting requirements. In the European Union, this rule is currently the subject of parliamentary debate. In mid-2019, the Financial Action Task Force, FATF, the global anti-money laundering watchdog, updated its guidance to explicitly state that all VASPs, including exchanges, trading desks, and custodians, must collect information about the personal information of both the sender and receiver for transactions of $1,000 or more. The travel rule has been a challenge for many platforms who may not be able to comply with the guidelines. The crypto community has raised concerns about the broad scope of the proposed law. As crypto companies look to expand their reach internationally, many have begun launching solutions that comply with the travel rule, Universal Solution Technology Trust requirement. This requirement demands that certain identifying information be shared between financial institutions when conducting transactions. However, the solution protects the security and privacy of customers by keeping this information secure. Up next here, Brazil's federal revenue now requires citizens to pay taxes on LikeKind crypto trades. Brazil's Federal Reserve, RFB, has ruled that Brazilian investors who engage in cryptocurrency trading must pay income tax on transactions that involve the exchange of one cryptocurrency for another, example BTC for ETH. The RFB's declaration was published in the news in response to a question from a citizen. The group issued an opinion at the end of last year, claiming that trading between cryptocurrency pairs is taxable even if there is no conversion to the real. Although there is no capital gain in fiat currency when exchanging one crypto asset for another, there may still be a profit that is subject to taxes. All crypto investors are not required to declare their trades to the regulator. Only investors who trade more than BRL 35,000 or roughly $7,263.67 in cryptocurrencies are subject to income tax. Federal Deputy Kim Katagiri has stated that he believes the federal revenue's proposal to be illegal and has asked the National Congress to suspend it immediately. Katagiri argues that the regulation on the calculation and payment of IRPF only establishes that capital gains will be incurred in exchanges involving currency, which is not the case when trading crypto assets of the same kind. The parliamentarian argued that according to Article 110 of the tax code, the tax law cannot change the definition of private law institutes. Therefore, the federal revenue does not have the power to change an understanding of the tax code. Category said that if the union wants to tax the exchange of crypto assets, legal innovation will be necessary, and even in this case, doubts may be raised about the constitutionality of the new law. He added that what we have is completely illegal interpretation made by the tax authorities, which clearly exceeds the power to regulate. Since 2016, Brazilian investors in the cryptocurrency market have been required to declare their crypto assets to the regulator. In 2019, the Federal Revenue Service of the country published Normative Instruction 1888, which requires all national exchanges to report all cryptocurrency transactions between users to the regulator on a monthly basis. Yeah, that would kind of suck and mess up a lot of people, so I hope that does not pass. Up next here, Mirror Protocol allegedly set up by Dokwan to scam retail investors. Fatman Terra, a Terra analyst and source of several whistleblower leaks, has alleged that the Mirror Protocol is a farce designed to enrich Dokwan and venture capitalists while manipulating governance and screwing over retail investors. Fatman identified a wallet that deployed a mirror protocol yield farming smart contract. The wallet created the smart contract, which Fatman alleges is part of the Terra wormhole infrastructure and a liquidity pool for Mirror Protocol. It's unclear whether or not this contract is associated with Mirror Protocol, but if it is, it's possible that they're using it as an LP pool. Fatman points out that this wallet owns most of the Mirror LPs on Ethereum, which means they would have earned most of the MIR rewards. This would have given them a lot of power in terms of governance decisions. CoinMarketCap lists the wallet in question as one of the top 20 Mirror wallets. This data matches with Fatman next accusation. He found evidence that this wallet and related wallets try to make it look like Mirror governance is not majority controlled by a single entity by splitting up Mirror between several fresh anonymous wallets. Fatman then identifies several wallets that interacted by transferring tokens between blockchain systems, purchasing large amounts of UST, and spreading Mirror across multiple wallets in a similar manner to wallets previously described. Fatman claims that someone with deep pockets and access to LP contracts was purposely spreading Mirror tokens across multiple wallets to give the false impression of decentralization. This could damage Mirror Protocol's reputation if true. However, he changes the focus of his accusations in the next part of the thread. Dokwan is an advisor for a DAO address that one of the wallets Fatman has been tracking sent tokens to. Mirror funds that were incorporated into this web of wallets have been transferred to Binance and KuCoin to be sold on the open market. Fatman concludes the thread by saying that people should examine the data and draw their own conclusions. He says that the links to each of the wallets are available in the thread, and that the beauty of blockchain is that the information is free for the world to see. The question now is whether the wallets can be officially tied to Dokwan and Jump Capital, and whether Fatman sources will come forward to reveal more information. So that's an interesting update there. Let me know your guys' thoughts. And last but not least here, Uniswap breaks $1 trillion in volume, but has only been used by 3.9 million addresses. Uniswap, a decentralized exchange or DEX built on Ethereum, has seen over $1 trillion in total trading volume since its launch in late 2018. This makes it the most traded DEX in terms of volume. Uniswap Labs data shows that the DEX's number of cumulative addresses has reached 3.9 million this month after just over 3 years. This suggests that there is still a lot of potential for growth in the future. The data was posted by Uniswap Labs on Tuesday, who noted that their protocol has onboarded millions of users to the world of decentralized finance, introduced fair and permissionless trading, and lowered the barrier to liquidity provision over the past 3 years. Uniswap is currently supported on Ethereum and Layer 2 scaling solutions Polygon, Optimism, and Arbitrum. Uniswap Labs also revealed earlier this month that the DEX will be expanding out to 2 Ethereum virtual machine EVM compatible chains and Gnosis Chain and Polkadot based parachain Moonbeam network. Uniswap's V3 protocol generated $938 million in trade volume over the past 24 hours, representing 33% of the total market share. This put Uniswap well ahead of its competition in the DEX market. In terms of 24-hour volume, Uniswap lags behind centralized exchanges such as Binance, FTX, and Coinbase, with $938 million compared to $12.2 billion, $1.9 billion, and $1.7 billion respectively. Notably, the DEX is well ahead of some big players in the crypto sector, such as Crypto.com and Kraken, which generated $724.9 million and $597.4 million each. Uniswap has also gathered a large sum of volume, including $5.93 billion, which puts it at the 5th spot in the DeFi sector, according to DeFi Llama. PancakeSwap falls closely behind in 7th place, $4.27 billion there. MakerDAO is the largest platform with $9.82 billion worth of total value locked. Despite Uniswap's ability to drive strong demand and liquidity, its native asset Uniswap has seen its price drop significantly in 2022. Uni is down around 67% since the start of January and is currently trading at $5.59. Uni's all-time high of $44.92 was backed in early May 2021, meaning it has lost 87.5% of its value since then. So that is what we have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment on what you want to see in a future video, and we'll see you next time.